And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and Indiana. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Beasley, also Champ out there. Bulldozer is out there with Scott. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the 4 spot. Jones, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Zubats. Pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. No good from Zubats. Now Hachimura. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And he drives in, and he lays it straight in.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
To the inside, and the Bulldozer gets it to go.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
And here's Indiana. It's a 3-point game. And Leonard has it in the corner. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And Indiana making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Amir Coffey's checked in for Norman Powell. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Count that one. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Kawhi like a robot out there, just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Hachimura, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Got a piece of it. Harden the pass to Leonard. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Beasley outside. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got his second basket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Oh, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And here's Leonard from 3. Kicks it out to Harden. Drills the three-pointer.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Hachimura, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hachimura's got 5 now.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Leading by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, That's the kind of thing that happens.
Powell for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the three that time.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It's tipped. Here's Mr. Incredible. Still yet to score. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And Indiana making a change here. Jones is checked in. Indiana trails by 12. Now here's Powell. Pass to Jones. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 6.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Here's Scott. Fires the 3. Tries again. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. James Harden, he's checked in for Indiana. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Eubanks finds Bogdanovich. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here's Galloway. After the basket by Bogdanovich.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Indiana. Trailing by 13.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Galloway with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And no one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop, and that thing is a deadly shot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got a pair of triples in the second now for Indiana.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Galloway with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that does it for the first half of play. They lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with Minnesota, it should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to somehow win this, that would speak volumes as well. And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for Indiana.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Dub in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Indiana trails by 13. Harden out there with Powell. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here is Harden. He's got 9. Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I like to see Leonard's ability to dish the ball off the screen and roll. It's becoming a huge advantage for this team.
And the bulldozer gets it to go.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Leonard with no one around. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And by the numbers, Kawhi is one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Dub really making a difference here.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Kept alive. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
Zubac has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Scott, good.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Zubac kicks to Harden. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 11.
And Harden will put you on some skates if you aren't careful.
Here's Hachimura. Traps in the tray.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Here's Freeman Liberty. The three-pointer is right on target. Freeman Liberty's got 6 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Powell. Tries it from 9. That's tipped. And they're pushing it up. Beasley finds Scott. Back to Beasley. Now here is Hachimura. Freeman Liberty gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Kicks it out to Leonard. 4 seconds left. And again, it's Indiana.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 18. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Hachimura out there with Beasley. Then there's Scott, and there's the bulldozer. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the power forward position. And it's Harden with the ball for Indiana. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man-to-man, man, it's hard.
Second chance shot. The play by Hachimura as he finishes it off with a 2.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Bogdanovich up and in on the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
And they pick up 2.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Beasley for 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the paint. And Lee with the stuff.
Well, he's a decent passer as a shooting guard. Bogdanovich getting the ball there to an open teammate.
Mr. Incredible. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
Inside, Beasley with the steal. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Free throw drops in for Beasley. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Greg, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's Beasley. Here he goes. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Harden, that's good. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Powell. Beasley with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here's Indiana. And the wing jumper offline.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And here's Harden. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you,